So on today's episode of Dustin Got Curious, okay, here's how this thought process started, is I always wondered, okay, when you store your firearm, I'll store my guns loaded in the safe if they're in a quality holster like this Works holster, because nothing's going to touch the trigger guard. It's safe. It's safe, but what was I thinking is, where would it not be safe? In a fire. That's what made me think a loaded gun would not be a safe gun, because if it's in a fire, it could go off. And of course, if ammo just goes off, no big deal. The cartridge goes pop. When gun goes off, it goes bang and bullet goes somewhere. And so what we did is we put this high point in this redneck ransom rest vise, just so it's safe and I don't have to hold a gun that's on fire. We're gonna put a blowtorch on it. We're gonna see how long it takes to go off, if it cycles and goes again. Now it's called a cook-off round. That is the technical description. I've done it before in machine guns. What? Oh, it just cooked one! That wasn't me, it just cooked it! But today we're gonna do it in a cheesy high point. Let's shut up and blow up, start up, I don't know. Fire it. Cool. There we go, nice blue flame there. So if you're wondering, we put this in my rifle rest. This is the Reaper grip from Kraftjäger, and now it's multi-purpose. So I have that right on the chamber, and we're gonna see how long it takes to go off. It's at 220 degrees already. But our sponsor is XS Sights, because XS Sights makes some awesome sights. Now, they don't make junk sights for a high point, but they make good ones for like Glock, SIG, Smith & Wesson, shotguns, ARs, and lever guns. It's kind of like a dangerous game sight. It's a V in the back, and with a, of course, tritium and luminescent front sight, so you just drop it. It's like dotting the eye on your pistol sight. It's pretty cool. And so anyway, I have it on my Glock 19 here because I needed some co-witness sights, suppressor sights to look through my red dot. And so it works great. So check out XS Sights. There will be a promo code and a link in the link tree. Yeah! Perfect timing. That was awesome. And we hit our dude dead center. That didn't take long at all. I barely got through the sponsorship. Okay, so we're reading 326 degrees. I'm gonna tone it down a little because we don't want to melt the gun. So what we're doing is we're heating the chamber to excess of 300 degrees. Because at 300 degrees, that's when powder can spontaneously combust. That's with, I don't know, the report I was reading. I was reading some nerd stuff. I think we just broke the gun. Yeah, remote camera time, remote camera time. I don't think it was chambered all the way, which means it could rupture. That was the point of the vise. We're gonna give it about 5 minutes to cool down. But it worked, and it worked twice. As I was saying before things went weird down there, a cook-off round is, of course, when it's just exploding the powder and the propellant in the chamber without aid of the firing pin. We couldn't even pull the trigger on that thing because the linkage on a high point's stupid and it's underneath the grip. When it went cockeyed on that last part, either we broke something in the high point because everything below that slide is just plastic. I chose a high point because of one, it's stupid cheap, and two, it looked like it's a bunch of metal, but honestly, everything below that barrel is plastic, so I kind of thought this might happen. We should have used a 1911 or a SIG. They're mostly steel, right? So the reason it takes about 30 seconds is because it's absorbing that heat from the chamber into the cartridge, because the cartridge is almost brand new because it was 1.5 inches away when it was put into the chamber again. But we've got two shots on target, so I think we're winning pretty good. And since it hasn't gone off, and since the torch is off of it, we're safe, but we're gonna be extra safe. I meant to wear body armor. We both brought armor and forgot it. Oh, it's still sizzling. Well, it's not gonna go off anymore. That was hot if it's still sizzling. Okay, you can see why I got nervous is because you can actually see inside that chamber pretty good, and it was out of battery. I'm like, those two things are not good things if something goes wrong. But it worked beautifully until it broke. And you can see some breakage down here below. Oh, it got a little hot there. Okay, it didn't even go all the way in. Where the barrel meets the frame, well, the frame started to take a little bit of heat here, understandably so. This might not be a live round. I'm assuming it chambered, but we don't know, do we? I wish I could lock the slide back, but I can't even pull the slide back all the way. Oh no, that's weird. It looks like a firing pin indentation. That is very strange. Firing pin is protruded out inside the battery there. That is, okay, I can push it in a little bit. That's weird too. Well, all this is just high point junk. That has nothing to do with the video, and the video is about, oh, I can see part of the recoil spring here. The video is about heat and firearms and if it will get going. And we found out, yes, it will go and it will keep cycling. So something failed inside the gun to actually make it fire. So the first one is a cook-off, the second one is actually it firing. That's kind of cool. Okay, that's my hypothesis. You can prove me wrong in the comments because we don't know what's going on. But we do know that High Point has an excellent warranty service. So we'll send this in and they can figure out what happened to it. Thanks for watching today, guys, as we got curious. Okay, I love you, bye-bye. Did you see that? Come on, Nussie! Come on, Nussie! Yeah. I came in like a wrecking ball! Oh, perfect! Yeah!